Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to part 2 of the Industrialist, Hunger for Raw Materials, and the Pursuit of Perfection. And in part 1, we got off to a great start. We did sort of a modified rapid expansion passenger mail line. You could call it the ladies' rapid expansion. And we connected 12 cities into our network with passenger and mail lines and basically made it all the way out from the southeast all the way up to New York. And we got full control of Baltimore, which was great. And let's see, and then over on this side, we made it out to Knoxville. We weren't quite fast enough to get to Louisville, but that's okay. We'll be there eventually. We'll own those companies and own that later. But we've put in a second station in Knoxville to cut off the opposition. And now we've got 2 stations in all of our 12 cities except for Charlotte, pardon me, which we'll rectify that in this episode. And then, of course, New York, because that's the first time we bump into one of our opponents. So there's only one available station space there. So what we see here, if we take a quick look over here at the mini-map, we can see there's an opportunity for a business right there in Washington. So Washington has an opportunity. You can see, I don't know how well you can see this, but there's a circle around the dot, meaning there's a business opportunity there. And there's one up in Albany. And we need to own a bunch of businesses. So let's pause this. I don't want to lose the opportunity. Definitely would like to have one in Washington because that's right here in our original 2-city cluster. So we've got, what could we use? We've got cotton down here. We'd love to have a textile plant in Washington, which could feed textiles to Washington and Norfolk. They're on a pass-through warehouse line. And then eventually put a tailor in Norfolk would be beautiful. And then up here in Albany, because we have a station here, we could put a station here. We could even do a pass-through warehouse off these logs. And they've already got a tailor in New York. Which... They have a tailor we could easily put in. Now, this is going to be a bit of a mess getting over this track, but we could put in a textile plant in Albany and another one in Washington and run this cotton to Albany and then have a good customers here and help New York grow. Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to go for both of those if we can get enough money. Let's see. What do we got on the money front? Oh, good. All right. We're going to open another bond, and then we're going to go as quickly as we can. Go in here and open up a weaving industry in Albany. Then we're going to go down to Washington and put a weaving factory in Washington, out here on the outskirts somewhere. There we go. Beautiful. And then we want to make sure that they both get supplied. So we will do, let's see, pardon me. Small station. This is going to be a mess. We're not quite ready to jump in and buy Yellow, whoever Yellow is, buy that one out yet. Now we've got to think about, would it be better to jump over stuff and come around, or would we be better off just biting a bullet and plowing right through those mountains? Let's see how bad that would be. If we just take the plow out and dig a tunnel. A small fortune. Is it worth it? Well, let's see. What's it going to look like if we go a different route? If we go maybe... Oh, it's much cheaper to go around. We'll definitely go some variation of around, I think. Yeah, much cheaper. Even with the big bridge and all that, it's still much cheaper than blasting that tunnel. Oh, the other problem, oh, that might be an advantage. We're probably going to have to put, it's too bad we own that now. I was thinking we could build a station over here, but I don't know if we can actually fit one. No, we can't, but we can put one right there. That's not bad. And then have this actually hook into that. Oh, 153,000 versus 800,000. Yeah, I think that's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, that works. Double track it. This was not in my plan, but it just, you know, those two opportunities are there. We're going to take them. Okay. So set up cotton going into Albany. And now we want to expand our station, and we need to have a line that's going to run. And here, pardon me, rather than trying to have a passenger mail and a freight, what we'll do is just simply run a passenger and mail line right on down here into New York. We'll expand the New York station. In fact, we're going to expand it twice because I can see other things coming. And we're going to go down here into that second platform. Beautiful. Accept that. Okay. Now we could, we could even set that up as a pass-through warehouse with, but we're going to trust our buddy is supplying stuff until we buy out the yellow. I think what we're just going to do is we're going to settle for a nice little automated line between here and here. And right now it's just, ooh, there's an analyst. Ooh, buzz. Here's what we're looking at. Yellow may get bought out sooner than we had anticipated. Let's see what we've got going here. Yellow is Don Lorenzo. It's $9 million to buy him out. We need more money. $1.2 million. I'll tell you what. We'll just use this analyst to make us some money. So we'll go in here to Don Lorenzo and say, what would it cost us to buy? Let's say as a benchmark 10%, $600,000. All right. So let's go get our analyst, point him at Don Lorenzo to reduce his share prices. Then we'll go look at Don Lorenzo and see what it costs to buy 10% of him again. $300,000, so he's half price, okay? So, boy. Where's my money? I forgot to get my money. Let's get our money and go buy Don Lorenzo before the price goes right back up. We'll
More
buy as
and
much
more
of him as we
citizens
can.
are enjoying having access to rail transport.
We'll buy 38% of him for whatever that cost. And then his price should go up pretty quickly. We'll let that go till he's at least worth $2 million, then we'll sell him off. Okay, and then while that's happening, we'll go ahead and work on getting that cotton up to Washington. So how are we going to do that? We are going to do that by coming off of, let's see, that's our warehouse line. It's really not that, it's pretty busy. Let's go ahead and expand this and run a line out like this. Something like that. Let's see. We need a target. Boy, I used the wrong goof. Bit of a goof right there. Okay, let's run this into the proper one, and we'll use both of them this time, and build our first little diamond crossing of the scenario. How's Beatrix doing for us? Or no, Don Lorenzo, wasn't it? He'll be up to $2 million pretty soon. We'll get some nice cash out of that if we choose to, or we may just say, we own it. Let's just keep it. All right, let's go out of here. Uh-oh. Got the signals messed up here somewhere. Somehow, some way. I see. I think I see. I didn't exactly delete what I intended to delete there. Whoops. What am I doing? There we go. Go into track 3. Okay, hold up. All right, so now we've got our new textile industry. It's getting cotton. I want both of these to be level 2 industries. Oh, we don't own that one. This one can be a level 2. And I'd like this one here to be a level 2. There we go. Oh no, I goofed up earlier in the last episode. I bought the meat industry or put a meat industry in Baltimore and then ran the meat to Washington. That's not quite right. Let's try this again. Let's upgrade this. Oh, I'm running it into the competitor's meat industry, which is sort of, kind of okay. A lot of expensive bridges because I messed this up, but that's all right. We're going to set up a line off of that same ranch back there. Copy that line. Ah, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. I want to copy this line. I want to go to this one and paste it, and go to this one and paste it. So the same 3 trains can service both, and we'll give them another train. Okay. Now, man, I really messed this up. So we've got, we own a meat industry, but we're not shipping it to anywhere. We need to fix that. So it's high time we, this is not what I planned to do with this episode, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We're going to set up a pass-through warehouse between Baltimore and New York, which is not a bad idea anyway. And that warehouse is going to take in wheat, corn, logs, maybe. What else is nearby? Milk's nearby, veggies, of course, and maybe fruit. And we've got 1, 2, got 4. We can come out of 3 here. Looks like. 1 and 4. So we've got 2 or 3. We can use 2. Okay. All right, let's do a line that goes from here to here to here to here. Freight only. All right, so that should allow New York and Baltimore both to start getting stuff now. Of course, this only has veggies in it right now, but we're going to fix that. Oh, let's see how are we doing on our Beatrix or Don Lorenzo. What's he worth now to us? See, he's over 2 million, so what we bought from him is worth something now. But by the same token, we'd really like to buy him out and then clean all this up down through here. That's what we'd really like to do. Let's see the need for a supply tower right there. Let's see if we can't buy Don Lorenzo out. And let's see if I haven't messed up too much. 4, we need 6 more businesses. We're just coming up on the end of our 2nd year, so we're in good shape. We're in very good shape. Spy out Don Lorenzo. Ooh, New York has another business. We're going to throw a furniture industry in there because we've got wood right up there. And I left this slot open just for that purpose, just for that wood up there. Okay, so now we've got another business going, a furniture industry. We definitely want to pump it up to at least a level 2, if not a level 3. It's going to have multiple customers. Trade warehouse, what's that mean? They must have a high demand for something. Cement and tools. Interesting, because we need to start producing those here in a little bit. What's going on here? Okay, this is just we're having to wait. So I'm gonna bump up the amount of corn that goes in here so that these trains can get out of here. Okay. Sorry, I'm just mumbling a little bit. I knew what I meant. Hopefully you figured it out too. All right, so where are we now? This is not what I was planning on doing, but I like it. I like every bit of it. We've got another industry here that's going to be profitable, feeding into Albany and New York. We've got an industry here that'll feed 3 cities, New York, Albany, and Baltimore. We've got Baltimore growing. We've got our meat industry we didn't realize we had with meat coming into it, or cattle coming into it. It's feeding Baltimore and New York. And we've got Textile Industry in D.C. that's feeding this clothing down here. We've got this city, Norfolk's growing. Washington isn't. We'll have to look at that in a second. Let's see. Do we have, I don't remember if we've got this fully established. Looks like we do. 2, 4, 6. That's probably not enough trains, frankly. There we go. We need to get out here to a faster express train. The Prairie, 10-wheeler. Rogers would be nice, or the Atlantic, to get us a faster express train. Would love to see another Analyst, honestly. Oh, there. Well, look at that. Right on cue, another Analyst. Now, we have an Analyst. We could use him to make the rest of Don Lorenzo cheaper, or we could use him to... Yeah, let's use him on that. 848. Let's just go ahead and finish off Don Lorenzo. Decrease... Don Lorenzo, buy him out for 460. See, it cut the price almost in half. There. Now we've owned Don Lorenzo, and we're going to liquidate everything. And that gives us quite a bit of money to buy somebody else. And that also just clears all this crap out of the way. Now we can actually start using this warehouse effectively. And we've also got enough money that we could, we'll just hire all those people. Station master, 8%. Chief engineer, cost down. Surveyor, yeah, we're going to take the surveyor. They all seem to get along. Station master, chief engineer. We'll take them all. Thank you, Don Lorenzo. And then we'll go out here and see if we can't buy somebody else. Can we afford to do that? We've got 6 businesses now. Let's see if what we can do in terms of buying Beatrix. 13 million. Let's buy 75% of her. For about 8.9 million. Okay. Coal. Okay, we got New York at 100,000. That's a good thing. Albany can take a museum. Baltimore can take a museum. Washington can take a museum. Norfolk can take a museum. Now Charleston, it has a trade warehouse. What does it take? Probably takes the things we have to ship, the steel and petroleum. That would be a good guess. The other thing we can do here is just own all these businesses here. We're going to buy that. Breweries in Albany for 138. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's stick a spy on Beatrix right before we buy her. See if we can steal one more thing. And there's the Rogers 10-wheeler. We're going to take the Rogers 10-wheeler and replace all of our passenger and mail lines with it. There we go. Now we've got a much faster, better train. We got cattle car from Beatrix. Now she's going down with a fight. Okay, got some more technology. Got a lot going on here. Ooh. No, we don't want that. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Oh, no. It's got that trade warehouse. What does that mean? The demand for what? These, you know, petroleum, 1.1. All right, let's buy this petroleum. Oh, no, it's going to be expensive. No, I don't want to pay that much for it. Okay, that takes care of Beatrix. Sell her off. Buy
You
him
are
out.
the undisputed leader. But to be honest, there's no one left apart from
And
you.
sell him off. Okay, so we come out of that with 11.6 million in cash. We got some employees that we can hire. Now we've got our choices. We've got this guy, this guy. We don't want another station manager. Chief engineer we'd like to have. And an accountant. Auctions don't matter. Surveyor, well, yeah, we'll hire that person just to have a full staff. Okay. Okay. So now what have we done? We have wiped out our competition. So now the map is ours. And there's two big cities we can easily connect to, Louisville and Toledo. Do we have enough businesses? Now we need one more business. So let's buy here, let's buy this cheap beer out
You have
here.
a large number of businesses in your possession.
Whatever that was. And we got a promoter I saw. We'll promote. I got to think about this. What's a city that could? It's on the verge. We could kind of pop over the edge. Baltimore. Let's promote Baltimore. Okay, you promote Baltimore. See if we can get them up to 100,000. And in the meantime, we're going to go out here and connect up these Louisville and Toledo at a minimum because we know that they are large stations. Or large cities, rather, excuse me. Okay. All right. Wow, a lot going on here. All right, so where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Ooh, oh, okay. Good. Baltimore's over 100,000 now. We can actually put another business in there if we want to. We're actually not going to. Washington's a little bit stalled. I don't want to get too hung up on those yet. Let's see what we got here. We've got, I mean, we've got 5 right now. That's pretty good. We've got, I assume, New York and Baltimore. How big is Norfolk? Norfolk's doing fine. We got 2 down there. 1 there's 3, and then the 2 we just connected up here, Louisville and Toledo. That's 5. So we got to home grow 5 more. Let's just pick 2 to focus on. I kind of like the looks of these 2 down here, Jacksonville and Montgomery. Jacksonville's decent size. All right, so let's do a pass-through warehouse. Actually, you know what? Let's stop right here. I'm tired. That was a lot going on. So let's stop right here. And what we're going to do now is take a quick look. We've got, slow down. So we've got to do our city building, and we've got to transport a bunch of steel and petroleum, which won't be that hard once we get it going. So, and we should be way ahead of schedule. 1892. Yeah, we got to. Yeah. We got a few years, 3 years minimum to get that done. So, what we'll do when we come back is work on a 2-city cluster here, maybe Atlanta, Augusta, Charlotte, Wilmington, something like that. We'll decide. Maybe for old time's sake, we'll do Toledo and Grand Rapids. Yeah. Nah. We could. So when we come back, we'll work on that. But in this episode, we were able to buy out all of our competitors, build up and get stronger connections, New York, Baltimore, and get them both up to size. And just now we've got this ton of cash. We can do whatever we want. We've got a money-making machine going for us. So in the next one, like I said, we'll come back. We'll set up maintenance, and we will set up our 2-city clusters to get the rest of our city growth. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.